Welcome to the online training program of the PFA oxygen generator. This training program, this video, has been prepared by the Indian Institute of Technology at Kanpur, and this pertains to the Alpha series of the PFA oxygen generators whose original equipment manufacturer is AirSep Corporation from the United States of America. Next, we come to the troubleshooting section, in which we will see if a condition arises in the plant, then what to do. So let us look at some of the problems, the probable causes, and their solution. The first problem, the oxygen generator does not cycle. The probable cause can be there is no electrical power to the control cabinet. So you can make sure that the unit is plugged into the wall outlet and that the wall outlet is receiving power. Another possible cause could be the circuit breaker has tripped. For that, you have to reset the breaker. Another possible cause could be the generator is not switched on. So please switch on the oxygen generator. If the oxygen generator is in a standby mode, then the oxygen generator will start running once the pressure in the oxygen receiver goes below the low set point for the standby mode. The next problem could be that the oxygen generator operates continuously. The pressure of the oxygen at specified concentration is lower than the specified pressure. The probable cause could be that there is inadequate feed air pressure. So make sure that the feed air valves remain fully open and the lines are not obstructed. It is also possible that inadequate cycle pressure exists. So please adjust or replace the feed air regulator. Another possible cause could be that the oxygen demand exceeds the oxygen generator capacity. In this case, check the oxygen usage or check the unit and oxygen hoses and piping for any leaks which might have developed. The next problem, the oxygen concentration is coming to be below the specified concentration. Let us say between 50 to 70%. The possible cause could be that the oxygen sample flow line has been obstructed. For that, please ensure that all the valves on the oxygen sample line to the concentration monitoring board are open, and ensure that the oxygen regulator on the oxygen sample line is set at 6 psi gauge. Another possible cause of oxygen concentration falling below the specified concentration is that there is low concentration oxygen during the initial startup. So please start up the unit as described in chapter 6. It is also possible that the unit shut down for extended period, so no pressure in the oxygen system exists. In this case also, please start the unit as described in chapter 6. There can also be momentary power loss which might have occurred. For this, vent the low concentration oxygen from the system as has been described in chapter 6. Another problem could be that the oxygen concentration is still below 50 or to 70%. So the probable causes could be that inadequate feed air is coming. So for that, please check the air lines for obstructions or adjust or replace the feed air regulator. It is possible that valves are not cycling properly. Please replace or rebuild the valves as necessary. It is also possible that oxygen concentration monitoring board is defective. So replace the oxygen concentration monitoring board by contacting the vendor or the representative. The programmable logic controllers, that is the PLC, is not properly wired, and therefore you are having this problem of oxygen concentration falling below the specified. So for this case, you have to check the wiring or replace the PLC. It is also possible that the solenoid valve is not functioning properly. It can be because of the defective coil, for which you have to replace the coil, or there can be loose or defective wire or going to the valve, so you have to replace these wires. The PLC itself could be defective. It may have no power output to the valve is going, for example. In this case, you replace the PLC. The valve remains energized and open all the time. So check the valve or the PLC output, the LED, and you should detect this problem. The valve may be defective, so you have to rebuild or replace the valve, or there may be some worn internal parts, so again you have to rebuild or replace the valve. The valve may make loud or chattering noise. The probable cause could be the voltage is low, the supply voltage. Please check the power supply. The output from the PLC has a low voltage, so you have to replace the PLC then. The valve has become dirty, then clean or rebuild the valve. It can have the worn valve, the inside core can be worn out, so again you have to replace or rebuild. The EMI filter can be defective, so for that you have to change the filter. If the oxygen concentration becomes very low, let us say between 20 and 50%, the probable cause could be that the oxygen sample flow line is obstructed. Ensure that all the valves on the oxygen sample line to the concentration monitoring boards are open, and ensure that the oxygen regulator to the oxygen sample line is set at 6 psi gauge. It is also possible, one more possible reason for very low concentration could be leaking check valves, for which you have to clean or replace the valves, or the muffler gets plugged, so you have to replace the muffler, and the oxygen concentration monitoring board is defective. In that case, you have to replace the monitoring board. The oxygen generator outputs particulates. That means there are particulates coming or dust particles coming in the outlet. So it means that the probable causes could be that the feed air regulator setting is not proper. So please adjust it. Or there is a contaminated molecular sieve in the adsorbers. So in this, the contaminated molecular sieve in adsorbers needs to be sort of checked. System is not cycling properly. Check and repair or replace the faulty wiring and the PLC. It is also possible that the one problem could be that the feed air regulator leaks out or bleeds the orifice. So the possible causes could be, or the probable causes could be, the feed air regulator, gets stuck with the main assembly. So you have to clean and lubricate the main regulator valve assembly. It can also be that the defective main valve assembly seat, the seat itself has gone bad, and therefore rebuild or replace the regulator. Sometimes the oxygen generator relief valve will open. This happens probably because the cycle pressure exceeds the maximum pressure which is specified, for which you have to adjust the feed air regulator, or feed air regulator is stuck, so you have to replace the regulator, or the relief valve has become bad, for which you have to change the relief valve. Next set of problems. For example, filter drain valve remains open. The valve is not getting energized. So because probably the valve is obstructed, so you have to clean the valve. Or the filter drain valve does not energize. So for that, maybe the wiring is loose or defective, for which we have to replace it. The valve coil gets defective. Again, you have to replace the valve. The valve core gets stuck in the closed position. Again, if the valve is not working properly, replace it. Defective PLC, which is no power output to the valve, so you have to replace the PLC. Another problem could be that the filter drain valve energizes with unit pressurized, but no air gets exhausted. Now this may happen because the drain valve is obstructed or stuck in a closed position, for which you have to change the valve or replace it or clean it. And the drain tubing gets obstructed or pinched, for which again you have to clean or replace the tubing. Just to note that the alarm set points of the unit, are as follows. The high bed pressure alarm will come when the pressure increases 83 psi gauge. High bed pressure shutdown will happen if the pressure reaches 85 psi. Low oxygen concentration is set at 89%. Low oxygen concentration shutdown point is 87%, after which the plant will shut down. Time delay for concentration shutdown at startup is 1 hour. The cycle pressure or feed air regulator setting is at 70 to 75 psi. And oxygen sample line pressure regulator setting has been set to 1 psi gauge. So these are some of the alarms and set points of the plant. So let us summarize. We have been introduced to the PSA oxygen generating plant. We have learnt about the basics of plant operation. We have seen its layout and got acquainted with all the equipment. We have got familiarized with some common maintenance issues. We have seen some common troubleshooting actions, do's and don'ts. We have also seen some actual photos of the plant. So with this, we hope that this first training will give you the necessary confidence to start working with the plant. Never take any action on a running plant which you are not aware of or are not confident. Safety of manpower is of utmost importance. Please note that all the information is given in the instruction manual, and this video is only to help you to understand this manual. Please refer to the manual every time you have a doubt. With this, I thank you, and we wish you success in running the PSA oxygen plants at your respective locations. Thank you very much. We also thank AirSep, who are the original equipment manufacturers of this PSA plant, to have provided the instruction manual from which this video has been prepared. Thank you very much.